Hey, Packers fans, the NFL draft is coming up, and with it, the same old question. Will Green Bay finally use a first-round pick on a wide receiver? Well, according to the latest Fox Sports mock draft, they will. They have Texas wide receiver Matthew Golden rocking the green and gold in the first round. And let me tell you, this guy's no joke. He's blazing fast, running a 4.29-second 40-yard dash, and he racked up 987 yards and 9 TDs last season. Is he small? Maybe at 5 feet 11 inches, but he's fast enough to give any defense nightmares. But here's the thing. The Packers never draft wide receivers in the first round. The last one was Javon Walker back in 2002. Could this be the year that changes? Analyst David Hellman thinks it might be. With the offensive line reinforced and Nate Hobbs joining the secondary, maybe it's time to give Jordan Love an explosive new target. After all, Christian Watson is going to miss a big chunk of the season with that knee injury, and relying solely on Romeo Dew and Jaden Reed to carry the passing game might be risky. Now, if Green Bay decides to go in another direction, there are some pretty intriguing names popping up in other mock drafts. The 33rd team, for example, predicts that the Packers will invest in the pass rush and select Michael Williams from Georgia. This guy is a physical beast who dealt with injuries last season, but still managed 5 sacks and 8.5 tackles for loss. His coach, Kirby Smart, swears he hasn't even shown his full potential yet. And honestly, with Rashawn Gary slowing down a bit and Lucas Van Ness still developing, adding another pass rusher make a lot of sense. Meanwhile, in Buccaneers.com's mock draft, the pick for Green Bay was Shamar Stewart from Texas A&M, a player who could be a perfect fit in the Packers' defensive scheme. His stats aren't off the charts, but he's incredibly athletic and could develop into a real force. CBS Sports, on the other hand, went a different route and picked Derek Harmon, DT from Oregon, a guy who makes life miserable for opposing quarterbacks from the middle of the defensive line. With TJ Slayton leaving in free agency, this pick could fill a big need. And finally, NBC Sports had the Packers selecting a cornerback, Jody Barron from Texas, who won the Jim Thorpe Award for the best DB in college football last season. The reasoning? With so many elite receivers in the NFC North, Jefferson in Minnesota, St. Brown in Detroit, and DJ Moore in Chicago, it makes sense to strengthen the secondary. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these picks makes the most sense for the Green Bay Packers? Is it finally time to draft a wide receiver in the first round? Or should they focus on defense? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel because the draft is coming up and we'll be covering everything together